SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Browns edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Vikings pick up win number 2. Eddie Kennison stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Sam Madison might be the biggest loss on this list. He'll be out for 6 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Mike McKenzie sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Unfortunately, it's a torn ACL. And that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. Now the big story of the day. Will Shields is going to be watching from the sidelines for a while, as his injury will deal a major blow to this team. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Mark Bolger threw for over 200 yards and helped his Rams beat the Saints. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Demario Williams is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 3 years, $1.6 million. Michael Lahan will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Rams.
Chargers, Broncos. Eric Parker came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. The Chargers go on to win this by the final score of 17-7. Up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, the city by the Sound, we had the Seahawks walk away with a commanding 19-point win. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins end up with an 8-point victory. The Jaguars accumulated over 150 return yards in their win at Nashville. The Buccaneers won on the road and will now head home to meet the Broncos. Chris Cole stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Ravens, Bengals. Rudy Johnson would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage now. Looks to bounce outside. Does so. Gets a block. Touchdown. 10 yards. The Bengals win this one by the final score of 13-7. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Redskins pick up win number 2. Peyton Manning threw 3 strikes to the end zone and helped his Colts beat the Packers. And last but not least, we had the Falcons come away victorious. So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.